If you here watching this, take it seriously. This is not entertainment. This is a correction. What you hear about till here will dismantle the comfortable, romantic narrative you've been sold about women, relationships, your rolhas amam, no illusions, no soft lies, only reality. And most people don't have the discipline to face it. Everything you hear experiencing right now, every confusion, every frustration, every pattern has already been observed, studied, and understood centuries ago by Niccolò Machiavelli. He didn't just write about politics. He wrote about power, about perception, about human nature in its raw, unfiltered form. A human nature has to change. If you think modern dating is different, you've already lost. So if you here for truth, stay. If you prefer comfort, leave now. Because the first principle is simple. You are always being tested. Not sometimes. Not occasionally. Always. Machiavelli wrote that everyone sees what you appear to be, but few experience what you truly are. In relationships, that translates into constant evaluation. From the very first interaction, she is not just talking to you, she is measuring you, your composure, your reactions, your emotional control, your position in the world. She watches how you respond to pressure, how you handle discomfort, whether you seek approval or command respect. And most men fail immediately. Why? Because they try to be liked. They become agreeable, available, predictable. They believe kindness without strength creates attraction. It does not. Human nature does not reward weakness. It tolerates it briefly, then it rejects it. Machiavelli understood something most men refuse to accept. If you cannot be both loved and feared, it is safer to be feared. In modern terms, that means respected, because without respect, attraction collapses. If you don't set boundaries, if you don't stand your ground, you are not a partner. You are a convenience. Inconvenience is disposable. The second principle is even more uncomfortable. Never trust words over behavior. Ask what people say they want. You hear polished answers. Virtue, kindness, stability, but observe what they respond to. Challenge, confidence, uncertainty. This isn't a hypocrisy. It is instinct. Attraction is not a logical checklist. It is a reaction to perceived strength. The man who reveals everything, his plans, his feelings, his intentions, kills the tension. And without tension, there is no curiosity. Without curiosity, there is no desire. Mystery is not manipulation. It is positioning. So ask yourself, have you been an open book, or a challenge worth understanding? The third principle, constant agreement leads to quiet disrespect. You've been trained to avoid conflict, to say yes, to keep things smooth. But a man without friction has no structure. Machiavelli wrote that leaders must make firm decisions even when they are unpopular. Disagreeing calmly, holding your position, and not bending under pressure signals something rare. Stability, authenticity attracts. Submission repels. The fourth principle, if you don't control your emotions, they will be used against you. Not always intentionally, but inevitably. Emotional reactions expose leverage. The moment you react impulsively, you lose control of the frame. A strategic man does not suppress emotion, he governs it. Calm mind, measured response, always, because control is visible. Invisible control creates authority. The 15th most important principle, no one is coming to complete you. That idea is one of the most destructive illusions ever created. Needing someone to give your life meaning is weakness disguised as romance. And a genius kills attraction faster than anything else. Machiavelli valued autonomy. A ruler dependent on others is a fragile ruler. The same applies to you. A man who needs a woman to feel whole becomes heavy, predictable, easy to replace. But a man who chooses a woman while already having purpose, direction, and self-control operates from power. And power attracts. The less you need, the more you are respected. Understand this clearly. Human nature does not evolve with technology. The environment changes. The game does not. This is not about becoming cold or manipulative. It is about awareness. It is about no longer being naive. You are either being influenced, or you are thinking strategically. There is no neutral position. At the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. No one will fix your lack of discipline, your lack of direction, or your lack of control. You have to build it yourself, silently, consistently, relentlessly. Become complete on your own, and only then will you attract someone who adds to your life, instead of draining what little you have left. So the real question is, what are you going to do with this? Stay the same, or evolve?